So when you're on this tightrope, you just want to glide. You're gonna slide under this thing, and then over here you're just gonna dive roll over this thing. You're gonna spam the quick fire backlaw when you climb over those pipes. Use your mouse wheel. Your mouse wheel is better than spamming interact. It's capped, but it's much better. Right here. So right when you pull that thing off, there's a little like fire thing here, and he flinches if you're too like early. So I like to do it when it fades black. When it's like black, that means you can go over it. The next skip here is called lava skip. So you want to come all the way to the basically all the way to the edge of the ledge over there. So I like to be like in this place because sometimes he hits that beam over there. So you're gonna drop and you're gonna hold A or whatever your left direction is. So he lands on top of this railing. You're gonna bounce off of these walls like this, and you go all the way across. I know certain parts of the railing here he does not like to climb. I like to go like semi all the way to the left. I like to align his head with the middle of this thing so that he guarantees a climb every time. Over here you want to run, and then you want to quick fire explosive gel. You can do two things here. You can either slide and hit the button, or you can run, crouch, run, and hit the button like that. There's nothing too crazy going on here, just moving yourself through the tunnels right here. So when you're here, just keep on holding crouch so you can actually see where you're going. Then over here you're gonna run. Crouch under this thing, run again. Spam your quickfire battering, slide into here, and slide into here. And this next fight you're gonna just come up to this guy and do some ground takedown cancels. This fight's a little tricky because Batman prioritizes the guys with crates on top of their head instead of the guys they actually want to hit. So just deliberately shoot 3 batterings in a row. Just like that. Skip this cutscene, and then I like to do some dive roll cancels here. Skip this cutscene or dialogue, open the door, and then right when it opens the map, I like to dive roll this way. And then you can continue dive rolling all the way to the door. And then I like to cancel this door. I go through, and this part, you want to quickfire 2 batterings, or at least the guy goes down. Then you're gonna battering this guy off. You're gonna battering this guy off. You're gonna run, and then you're gonna backlaw, and then cancel your ground takedown by quick firing the backlaw and dive rolling at the same time. So like this. You're gonna go through the store right here. And then the correct way to do this Predator room is right when this guy steps out of that room, knock him out. Get a ×2 combo, and then pull these guys off. When the guy's going up the ladder, you can pull him off. Cancel just at the moment. Then these 2 guys are easy. Rescue the doctor. And this is not a necessity, but I like doing it anyways. I quickfire this Harley head, and then I dive through the window. It's really, like, it's just 50 XP, it's not that much, but you might need the XP. You're gonna grapple on this gargoyle. You're gonna cancel at the right moment, and then you're gonna end up in here, like just be here.
Debería volver al muelle de carga. Es la única ruta.
You're gonna get corner, so you're gonna get storage. You're gonna store the state of using the batarang in the corner. Just open these two doors. You can door cancel this one. You're gonna stand up against like the sandbag or whatever. You're gonna stand up against this wall. You're gonna get storage, full storage. Switch to your batarang and spam F or whatever your grapple key is. You're gonna end up here, drop down, and go all the way to where you started. You can cancel this door. Do some dive roll cancels across. Cancel this door. Do some dive roll cancels. And we're gonna do some. You're gonna do the first major skip, which is hammer skip. So you want to do. You're gonna quick fire the thing twice. So, and then you're gonna do repulsing. So it sticks onto that thing. That's like the fastest way to do that. Now with that thing on there, you want to get light storage, but when you get light storage, you want him to quick fire, you want him to fire the wreck at the same time as you're getting light storage so that it pulls off this thing. So it looks something like this. You can even get hard storage, it doesn't matter. But it really doesn't matter light or hard storage. You're canceling an animation anyways. Alright, so once you grapple onto that, it locks you in place, and the camera's like down like this. You can't even see what's going on up there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cancel a cutscene trigger that triggers a fight. You're gonna skip that whole entire thing, and you're gonna go straight into Joker. You're gonna cancel the animation of hanging off a railing by holding aim and pressing the wreck, or switching to the wreck. And right when his bat ears, I like to do it when they touch the roll of lights here, I'm going to climb. So it looks like this. Right when his head just falls off the roll of lights there, I like to climb. There's also another way to do it. I'm going to show you the second way to do it. The second way is, I don't think if it's pretty complicated. It's just as you're running, you want to grapple onto that thing, and then right when you grapple, you want to press switch to the wreck. So it looks like that. And you want to hold W and space. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna grapple onto this thing, and then switch to the wreck right off I get off the ground. So after, or while Batman's tapping his arm right there, you want to zoom to this part. If you aim at this, he will grapple on this, so I like to just aim just before that. And then I'm going to hold W and space, so he climbs. I'm going to get storage on the batarang, and I'm going to corner zip at the same time. I'm going to go all the way to the edge of the railing. And I'm going to get storage and zip. I'm going to grapple onto this thing, and I'm going to cancel with control. Here I'm also going to cancel with control. And over here I like to cancel with mouse wheel to get that little boost. Over here I cancel the grapple, and then I wait to glide, so I get that little boost. Over here you're going to do something called a double shot. You're going to basically aim the wreck, and then mouse wheel down. You do the repulsing and whatever your quick fire bind is. So on controller it looks like this. So I'm gonna aim, shoot the wreck, and then while I'm shooting the wreck, I'm gonna press B. Like that. Just dive roll here and spam A. We do that precaution so that they don't like shoot us, because they will flinch and then they will start to move around. And then when they do start moving around, he won't slide under the garage door. He'll slide sideways, he'll slide backwards, a bit of whole mess, and he'll just lose his time. So that's a good precaution there. Now this scan point is somewhere like, I'm gonna say like right here. It's the right of like this grid line. It's like all the way semi to the right. And you're just gonna scan that place. Same concept with the tiger chip. So there's a strat right here for the Predator room. You're gonna back claw slam this guy. Cancel. You're gonna quick fire 3 batterings. Quick fire another, and then do some back claw. Quick fires. Target this guy, he's gonna give up, obviously. Do some dive roll cancels there. And then mouse wheel down. I'm gonna hold control and mouse wheel up so I open the grate as soon as it's available. I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna open the grate and then hack the panel. Don't be confused if you don't know what the word means. It's just one hack pattern for those. For certain hack panels in the game, it's more than one keyword. But for any percent, there's only one where there's multiple keyword that we do hack. So don't worry about that. You're gonna open this door. You want to quick fire the garage door. You want to slide. I like to slide on the diagonal so he gets past this thing. So that gives me a clean grapple point to the water tower here. I'm gonna cancel it and then go all the way to this corner. I'm gonna do a corner zip, and I'm gonna get both of the storage values on both of the batterings. Just gonna zip, look up, and spam F. You're zipping with the wreck, by the way. Any other gadget won't work. This is an optional thing you can do here. You can grapple on this gargoyle, and you can do a zip off of this gargoyle and go right next to where the museum is. I highly don't recommend it, especially for beginners or people who are not familiar with this zip. It is very, very inconsistent, and I don't recommend you try this out right off the bat. There are a lot of problems with it. Sometimes you can get stuck in walls, sometimes it sends you all the way to Gotham. But to demonstrate, it looks something like this. This only works with the normal battering. If I use the RC battering on the gargoyle, well, I can use the RC battering on the gargoyle, but it'll be like a cinematic thing, and I'm gonna control the RC battering while I'm falling, which won't give me enough time to hold space and control, which is what zips you all the way there. So it looks something like this. I like to look this way. I'm gonna get storage. I'm gonna switch to my battering. Oh. See, if you're too slow, he falls off like that. But it looks something like this. So what I just did there was get full storage, and then I quick fired a battering, and at the right time I press space and control, which is what zips you to here. Like I said, sometimes it can zip you all the way to Gotham, sometimes you get stuck in this wall, and sometimes it even like zips you halfway. You end up like in that area, which is also fine. It's as if you never did it and you did the actual glide path, the grapple path that you're supposed to take in the museum. I'm gonna show both of them. So you just continue your way on to the museum right here. I'm gonna land like behind these two guys. Sometimes this guy sees you if he looks to the left. So if you don't want to do the gargoyle zip, what you can do instead is right when you've zipped, just hang off of this thing right here by holding your grapple bind. Grapple on this gargoyle, cancel with control, and then Cancel over here yet again. Go on this water tower, cancel, glide, then cancel off of these things, go all the way to the museum, and then go straight to the museum door. Alright, so this next fight skip is optional. It is semi-hard and is very inconsistent. One thing you gotta keep out for is the guys. Sometimes the guy with the bat and this guy right here, he can see you. What you want to do is right after your glide path to the museum door, you want to land like right next to that panel, and you want to use the sequencer while these guys don't see you. You can get away with it if you use the sequencer while they get alerted, but you have like semi-finished. You can be able to pull it off, but you just want to get your goal is to get that door open before they're alerted. If you have an upgrade point, this makes it a little easier. You can buy range now and then hack the door from like that glass dome thing, and it would work. They'll still get alerted, but you can actually skip them getting alerted, and you can get away with it by doing some weird like combat camera avoiding the combat camera from appearing too quick. So I'm hacking this thing while they're still there. I'm not too worried. Right when I hack that thing, I'm gonna have to like get over here so I can get out of combat, so it actually allows me to open the door. So when I'm in this position, I like to be sort of just before this line, and then this is very, very, very inconsistent. Sometimes you won't even open the door, and you're forced to do the fight, which even loses time rather than saving. This is why I don't recommend this to beginners and to people who just want to PB early. But in this position, you're gonna wait for the combat camera to go away, and you're gonna make sure that you get a good enough drop to the door so it actually allows you to interact. Don't look at the guys, because looking at the guys also activates your combat camera. Try not to look at them. You're gonna grapple onto this thing, you're gonna cancel with control, and then you're gonna get drop, and you're gonna open the door via mouse wheel. Oh, I didn't get it. Let me just take that guy out. I have another try at it. I'll just show you what it looks like, but in a real run, I would not do that. Just do the fight. So like that, it looks like that. Over here, hold forward and run, and it skips a tutorial. And then, the easiest fight in the game was basically that. Dive roll through this window, and just activate the jammers right away.
Algo está bloqueando la comunicación con la Batcueva. El pingüino estará usando disruptores de comunicaciones militares. La única forma de superar esta seguridad es destruyéndolos.
And then dive roll through this window, and then keep on spamming A. If you have played this game before, the normal way to do the jammers is to do this one, which is the first jammer, then the second one, and then go to the subway. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the reverse of that, because it's faster. And in order to zip to the subway, right now, as you can see, it's locked. Like, I can't go in it. So we're gonna have to zip out of bounds in order to do that. And generally, zipping out of bounds and going to the subway is faster in general. So what you want to do is you just want to be in this position. Have, like, the right of Batman facing, like this corner of, the shoulder, the line right here. You want to get full storage. You want to switch to your Batarang. Do not quick zip, because he'll end up, like, where the mines are. He won't even go inside this building. Sometimes he ends up here, which is fun. I actually like when he's here, because it gives me a straight glide path to the subway. Sometimes you're going to end up, like, in that area. And if you quick zip, he will like not even zip in a building at all. He'll zip past the building into like this place, and you're forced to lose time. What then you're gonna do is you're gonna glide all the way to like where that, see that black beam over there? That's the load trigger to the subway. And then when it loads the subway, you're gonna dive again immediately, and then you're gonna go. The stairs are gonna spawn in, and then you're gonna dive bomb under the stairs, and then grapple on that thing while the tunnels are loaded. So it'll look something like this. So get the load trigger right here, and I'm gonna dive under the stairs, and I'm gonna mash grapple. Grapple on the glass thing. For some reason, these are still grappleable, even if like they're not part of like the subway. It's pretty funny. Over here, the plan is to get all the way to the third jammer, and we can't do that because there's like some walls. We have to glide over collisions, so we're gonna do a wreck jump over here. We're gonna dive bomb once, and then I like to dive bomb again right past, like when I go through that wall, dive bomb again. So like it equalizes the height. You don't have to take out these guys on easy. I'm just gonna stop right here and show you. On easy, it's very, very easy. You don't need to take out these guys at all. These three guys are idiots. I think the guy with the shotgun is an idiot because if you destroy the jammers via animation cancels, then he just sits there. You can cancel the jammer the same way as canceling doors. So it looks something like this. Hold forward. Same concept as with the door. Right after you've canceled it, you can just leave immediately. You don't need to take out these guys. What I like doing is, so you see this like paper on the floor? I like to go just right on it. And then I'm gonna zip out and hold control and space. And then I'm gonna glide away from this, so it doesn't load the, so it doesn't semi-load the subway. You won't grapple here. I'm just gonna stop and show you that you have to act fast with the zip I just did. You have to hold space and control. Try not to dive bomb for a long time, or else you will not have enough altitude to grapple onto this thing. So like you end up like kind of like right here, and you start dive bombing. I like to dive bomb twice, just to equalize the height and speed. And then I'm not gonna grapple on this thing. I'm gonna cancel, look right, and then grapple onto this thing. And then, as you see, it loads the subway. Then it loads the OW. That's the correct pattern to load the OW. You can't go straight from the tunnels to here because it won't load the overworld. You're gonna grapple onto this thing and then cancel. Grapple onto this thing, cancel, wait to glide, and then cancel. Okay, I'm very bad at canceling at the moment. Just cancel all of them. Grapple onto this gargoyle, you can cancel, and then mash grapple on the edge of this water tower. You're gonna cancel. And then glide kick one of the guys, and then you can boost, but right before you reach the guy, you're gonna switch over to glide kick. Then do just backlog cancels on everyone. And then yet again cancel the jammers. So right after you do the fight, I highly recommend that you get this Riddler trophy over here, because it is essential for the later game. So just please don't forget it. Right after you take out the guys, you can just quick fire back on, get that trophy, because that unlocks your Riddler challenges, which is essential for something in the later game. So just please don't forget that, and it's like right there and it's free. Here comes another fight skip. Yes. So more guys have spawned in the museum door. We're gonna skip them. It's not as hard as the first one. Just gonna cancel, and I'm gonna get a good angle at the door. Like this. And I got it.